Hey folks, Keric here, and this is an update to the earlier video I had about crafting and things like that. To increase your backpack space, there is a quest which gives you a new line in your backpack. Obviously you can talk to this little guy, and for a chunk of cash he'll increase that for you even further. I didn't have the money at this point in time, so I didn't bother. Scattered throughout most of the towns and things are banks as well. Those are fairly standard, drag and drop. As far as mounts go, I've now seen a couple, so I made a quick video to give you an idea of what the default one looks like. It's like an armoured horsey. And of course for some of the larger races you end up with a larger horse, as you'll see shortly. There we go. Crafting recipes. I found crafting recipes in two ways. This one actually dropped off a pig while I was killing some mobs, so obviously a lot of them do drop. Whenever it does drop, all you need to really do is pick it up and use it. Just right click on it in your inventory. There's also a quest on the starter aisle which brings you to this guy. He'll give you a whole load of quests as well, which will take you through to some crafting quests. Basically you have to make 25 of whatever, and each of these will give you a recipe. So that's how you start to get them. As far as extracting goes, pretty much just drop a piece of armor and click extract, and away you go. You'll end up getting something back for it. Some items are made of more than one thing, so as you can see with these boots, I could turn them into cloth, or if I double click here and open up metal, could turn it into metal, and the same with leather and even with energy. So you can gather up some bits and pieces from those. Pretty much all your old armor and weapons will be extractable to some degree. As far as crafting goes, you can buy recipes off these salespeople in the town. As you can see, I have one here for cloth. I have the ingredients, but I do need a couple of those, so I'll have a quick chat.
You look lost in the woods. I'll be watching you.
With this little saleswoman.
My ears.
Buy 10 of these. That way we can make 5 cloth out of those fibres I was collecting on the beginner aisle. These are the workshops. That thing I'm stood in front of, basically. You have to use the correct one to be able to do the crafting, but pretty much choose the recipe, choose how many you want to make of it, and there you go. There are kind of bonuses, so you make better stuff. You also get experience for it, and you get levels in your chosen craft as well. Unfortunately, the materials seem kind of expensive so far. I haven't been able to do a huge amount with it, but the crafting and it does seem quite complex. I've also managed to find a few recipes kind of from drops and stuff on the starter aisle, so as you can see these have a level requirement, which is the level of the crafting ability in question. Enchanting is kind of strange in Tera. First of all, you'll need a couple of these. I do already have one. They're available from general merchants, so they're not too hard to get. And then what you want to have is an item that you want to enchant. Something that you don't mind destroying to do the enchant. I think the stats for the enchant I've probably taken off the item you're destroying. Once you've got all 3 of those, just click enchant. Obviously stats can go down as well as up. In this case they've gone up by +1 or something. Nothing major, but it's still early days, so quite pleased with that. Just equip my new weapon and away I go. I've been Keric the Pally. This has been a bit of a look at Tera Online. You have a good evening.